Any stupid Trulies.
Holy shit, we're back for another goddamn episode of this fantastic fucking game. I'm Chuck, we're the Defender, well, right now I'm the Defender of Kobold that you can see, and welcome back to Death's Reformation, our Zweihander campaign. Last episode, the party pretty much just, these assholes just fucked off, and we derailed for a solid hour. They did make it to the village of Kresk, they talked with Leo, and now they're getting ready to head into the Abbey to
Steal a priest.
And derail some more.
We're not going to steal them.
Derail some more. So why don't we get this, kick us over to the group so we can get this derailment train back on off the tracks.
Woo! We're here to do that exactly. Do we have any sponsors tonight, Jake?
Oh, yeah, actually we do. Aren't you tired of eating that boring old stuff the global elites call food? Then try cooking whatever you want to eat in the new Chemicore Crackpot. With an array of chemical processes newly discovered by Chemicore, you can transform anything you like into a meal for four. Tennis shoes, asbestos, discarded teeth from a barroom brawl. Throw them in the Crackpot for a few hours and share them with the ones you love. The Crackpot. Liberate your diet today. A disclaimer, the Crackpot has not been approved for commercial or private use by the Bilderbergs, the Illuminati, or the alien reptiles in charge of the Bohemian Grove.
This all checks out.
All right.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, they won't allow you.
You're right.
That's against the rules.
They'll demonetize you on YouTube if you do.
So, before we get back into the game.
And you're in jail just like Epstein.
God damn.
Oh, no. You take a real long nap.
All the cameras just shut off like, oh no.
It's time to take a nap.
I'm in danger.
God damn it, Joe. So, Dan, you wrote down all the shit from the fortune reading from Madame Eva.
I did. Unfortunately, my notes are sort of cryptic at this point.
Uh-huh.
We need something about the hooded one, who's south of Aliki. The monk beneath the sun and the house of the saint.
Oh, we're in a house of a saint. Maybe.
Maybe.
You did a really horrible job of writing this stuff down.
I did.
Did you
I
copy
also-
paste it into the Discord or something?
I did a really good job drinking beer, though.
Strong beer. Yeah, we did pretty good at that beer drinking.
Yeah, my notes are
The
bad.
second card was the monk. It tells of a relic of a life lost. It tells of what once was a holy place. The treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint.
Yeah, I couldn't write all that fast enough, so I just wrote the things that seemed important, and now they don't make sense.
Okay. You guys have any questions for this mayor before we move into the
Did
Abbey?
we hear it said, or did we see it written, that thing?
We heard it said, I think.
Heard it said.
So we don't know if it was sun or sun.
Accurate.
Okay.
Ooh,
Jason!
fucking levels there, Joe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sean! Oh my god, please no. Sean!
Jason.
Jason?
Jason.
Dave, I edit our podcast and I don't fucking listen to that
Jesus
shit.
Christ, it's Jason.
Anyway, questions for the mayor? Are you heading inside?
Yeah, I'm going inside. Go to find me a priest.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we get the best priest out of the litter.
So the rest of this town of Colgate is all the houses and buildings were mostly like wooden, timber, kind of log cabin like. This is definitely like stone, really well constructed. It's got stained glass on it. So you all roll up and he opens the doors up and he's just like, head on in. The abbot will greet you eventually. And in you fucking go.
Hey, Abbott!
Hey, Abbott. So you all head in, and sure enough, a few minutes later, a portly man with the top of his head shaved real weird, how,
Monks do.
the
Does it
monks
have one
do.
of the, are there one of those like little cups with holy water at the entrance? Darn it.
Darn it. Yeah, steal a bunch of holy water. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this abbot comes up. He's like, "Oh,
Is that a drug-making ingredient?
friends! Hello! Welcome to this humble house of worship.
Thank you.
How may I have assist you this day?"
Spin around and look at all the stained glass. Very humble.
"Yes, it's quite nice. How may I be of assistance to you today?"
We would like to buy one priest.
We're looking to take a priest back over to what's
Barovia.
this place? Because the priest there is no longer working.
We need one of your finest priest refills. Refill
I'd like
cartridge.
to get
guys-
an RMA on this priest.
Are so bad at communicating
The latest album by Judas Priest?
with NPCs. You ask him. You've been sent here to retrieve a new priest for Barovia, and he'll go through the standard line of questions. What happened?
He was attacked by Van.
Oh, there was a
Karma.
vampire.
Van Gogh.
Karma.
Van
Yes.
Gogh, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, vampire, sorry.
Yes, vampire.
Yeah, there was a vampire attack, and he didn't stop it. He decided to remove himself from the situation.
Yes, basically because he didn't stop the vampires, his son became a vampire, and then he killed himself.
He Jeffrey Epstein himself.
Fucking Christ! God damn it!
Didn't Jeffrey Epstein
No,
himself?
he didn't, Jeffrey Epstein.
He did the opposite.
Oh,
I don't know. There weren't any security cameras.
He,
There should have
God
been.
he
damn!
reverse Epsteined himself.
All right, enough.
There
What,
were
someone brought him to
witnesses.
life?
Fucking
He had
Christ!
reversed Epstein himself?
This Epstein intermission is brought to you by LibrisArcana.com. If you're needing a great deal on dice, head over to LibrisArcana.com and sign up for their monthly subscription service. Use discount code Kobold at checkout to receive 20% off your first month's purchase. Do not use discount code Epstein killed himself because it's false and doesn't work. All right.
Oh
Hopefully with
god,
some
they're gonna
fancy-
remove our privileges for that discount code after that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
they
get-
are.
if you
Hey,
guys
they
get
don't
yourself
listen to
some
our
fancy
shit,
dice.
so it's
That's
fine.
true, they don't.
Use that discount code before they fucking boot us.
Yeah, and avoid crit failing on nap time with security cameras off.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, strange. The footage is
Roll toughness.
unusable.
What?
Yeah.
So what does he say to that? We're going to take one of your priests back to...
He's like, that is quite tragic. Quite tragic indeed. The creatures of the night are dangerous, to say the least. I do...
Also, the church might be a little burnt, so there might be a little bit of work to do there.
They're probably
A
gonna
good
have to
priest
do
does not shy away from labors for the Lord.
that. Mhm.
Oh, that place is gonna need some.
Yeah, there were some weird scratch marks on the doors too. I don't know.
It does...
Now I burned those out.
It does
Oh.
not... Yeah. It does not surprise me that such a fate was met. I've heard the rumors of the mayor of Barovia.
And
And
we're working on remedying that.
Yeah, you guys don't
situation
sell
also.
mayors too, do you?
We do not.
Okay.
Damn it.
No, don't worry. We
Do you
have
sell
we have a
assassins?
spare one
Do
already.
you know
down there.
what town sells mayors?
Probably for Barovia, it would be Barovia.
Darn it.
Oh, I was hoping there was a little hilltop fort we could go to and pick up a mayor.
No, there is not. No. Really, if you want to find the best mayor, you just need to find a man named Tom and wait for him to go to the mayor.
All right, we'll keep an eye out for it.
That's a joke I don't get.
No,
It's a
I don't
deep
either.
cut.
You gotta keep an eye out for bear traps.
Okay.
Basically, just
I'm
said the
lost.
title of a show.
Yes, there's an old TV show called Tom Goes to the Mayor. It was on Adult Swim, and it was fucking trash.
Yeah, but it had some scenes in it that were pretty good.
Yes.
Was I alive when it aired?
Yes,
Yes.
It was in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
you were alive. Before
You just wished you were dead when it was there.
Accurate.
You were
Much
very
like-
young.
you were not watching that show when it came out.
I could vote, and you were a child. God, I'm so old. Fuck.
We liked George W. Bush so much we went to Florida and voted for him twice.
Oh god. Oh no.
Oh.
All right.
strange the ballot couldn't be read right the second time.
Oh,
It was the Russians.
Oh, it was the
not back
Russians.
then. It was
Back
just
then it was
incompetence.
Yeah.
Well,
The punch cards.
yeah, hanging chads.
Hanging chads.
It's a great expression.
God, I
Stop.
Hanging drip. Never.
Yeah.
Hanging Epstein's.
All right.
So what does he say about us saying we're gonna take on this priest?
Hanging Jeffries.
He's like, it is my duty here to provide you a new priest to escort to Barovia. I have one of my young acolytes who is, I believe, ready to take on this responsibility. And he calls out, Ilya! And a young man, you guess somewhere between like 14 and 16, comes running out. Like, yes, Abbot. He's like, these men will... You have finally gotten your, essentially your commission. I don't know what the fuck the fucking...
Congratulations, you're a real boy.
Yeah. These men
calling.
will
To priesthood.
escort you to Barovia, where you will lead the congregation there and guide the people with the Lord's word.
I'm sorry, did he say 16?
14 to 16.
Calm down.
This man's a child, he's not a priest.
Hey, that's normal age
He's
for
been a
adults.
friar.
Also, whatever you just said was wrong.
That's like normal age for adults back then.
I don't...
People don't live to
Yeah,
be very old.
adulthood was like 13 back then.
No, he said this man's a child. We need to talk
God
about that.
This person is a child, not a priest.
He's an adult in the eyes of the Lord.
Half man,
Dave, I don't know what the
half
drinking
child.
age is
It's
in
a
the UK.
18?
Here in the States, it's 21.
They get to drink younger there, because they...
It's like 7.
I think it is, or maybe 8.
See, I think there's just no hope in the UK, so they just let you drink earlier. Yeah, 18, see?
Well, it's like Germany.
So what
It's
is that?
like,
Is that 36?
you're alive and you live in
Did I
Germany.
math that right?
Yeah, that'd be 36.
Because we're
Yeah.
harder.
So you, Dave, are a year older than I am.
Well, I kind of figured 83 was his year of birth. Kind of gives it away, being in the username.
You know what? You're fucking right, Tyler. You are fucking right.
Get a load of this genius and his fucking math.
I didn't get it, so I can't fucking say shit. I don't math good, so
Nobody said there'd be math.
yeah, I didn't sign up for this.
I found out in the place that we live, as long as you're in your own home and it's to your child or a resident of the home,
Stop.
there's no minimum drinking age.
That is accurate, yeah.
That's how mistakes are made.
That is true how mistakes are made.
That's how mistakes are conceived, yes.
That too.
No, Jake, no. No.
You watched
Think about what you said.
I did.
No.
You watching
Don't
that
worry, I
tattoo
respect
porn?
that.
All right, enough. This is not okay.
The derailment has gone full on.
Anyway.
Right over the shark.
So there's like a 14 to 16-year-old person who's going to be the priest in this town.
Yeah.
Don't worry, have a
So he says, like, I'm ready, Abbott. I'm ready. Give me the day to put my affairs in order here, and we can leave in the morning.
That's fine. Maybe you can tell us about this fine
We kind of wanted to get out of
abbot
here
in case
tonight,
it's a
but-
place that we need to dig under.
What?
What's the...
Yeah, are there any suns in these stained glass places?
Are you asking or looking?
I'm looking.
Give me a roll.
Also, is this the place of a saint?
I mean,
What's
it's
the name of
it's
this
an
church?
abbot.
It's the Abbey.
Does it have a name?
The.
Shut up.
Just give me a scrutinize.
Last name
I fail.
Abby.
Saint,
You flip a point.
Saint Abbey. What's scrutinize under? I'll also
Abby.
Awareness.
I'll also
Perception.
scrutinize with my absolutely horrendous eyes.
Can I eavesdrop?
Yes.
My perception isn't
Stick
that
my
great.
ear to the wall and try to hear a son.
Arduous
So
for
what
that
was
eavesdrop.
Oh, yeah, You know what? Fuck it, I'll roll it.
I did.
Oh, no, that's not good.
I did.
Critical
did it.
fail?
No, it's not a critical fail.
I made my scrutinize test, which is great because I had to roll under 34.
You do your looking around, and you don't
I'm
see
like-
any suns in the stained glass. But you can see at the far end of the chapel that you're in, a huge crucifix along the wall. But the wall behind it is actually carved with like a relief, like a landscape kind of scene carved into the wall. And just off to the side of the giant crucifix is the carving of the sun, and it's been probably painted decades ago because it's faded, but you can definitely tell the bright yellow ball carved into the wall across this landscape.
Maybe I'll have the guy tell us about the art, so we can go have a closer look at it.
Oh, he'll gladly tell you about it. He'll give you a slow walk through the chapel.
Behind the sun could mean two things in this case.
Let's
since
sit under
there's-
the sun.
That was behind.
I don't
I thought
fucking
it was
remember.
Behind the sun
Oh, okay.
is what I have written
And
down.
he takes you through like every window,
That doesn't mean it's
explaining like the reference to whatever biblical. And he finally takes, and of course, you know, our Lord's crucifix. And then oh yes, the landscape,
letter.
huh?
It's my favorite letter.
T.
T.
Yeah, lowercase t.
Yeah.
It says in the wall behind. Oh, this is a relief. Essentially, this land, when this abbey was built, before it fell upon such dark times.
Before the things or something else, dark times.
Before we were lost as we are in this land.
Before the dark times.
We're also
Before the
lost in
Empire.
We're not the most familiar with
Before
these
the
lands, so
Reformation
if you
attacked.
feel like, telling a story, we're interested to listen.
I don't know if he's got a real strong story about these lands. He will mention, there have been fairly regularly visitors from far lands. And, everything I would know is hearsay and long before my time. But it is rumored that at one point, this kingdom of Barovia basked in the sun as all kingdoms would, and prospered. And then one time a king came to these lands, and he fell upon the disfavor of powerful and heretical forces that should not be mentioned, and they banished him and the land that he resided over.
This
and here
land.
we are.
Yeah. Maybe we should tell him about our thing.
Or just coyly ask him if there's something behind that. Is this like the back wall of the church? Is there something behind here?
There's
like priest quarters or something?
the chapel would be there would be an exterior wall back
Maybe
behind.
we can regurgitate the words that I've already forgotten for the second time.
Does it look like there's space behind the altar?
You could go and give me a scrutinize. We'll call it one step up on that. We'll call it a challenging.
I don't think so.
Feel free to
Tim.
use a fortune point if you need to re-roll that.
Hell no.
No, we should all probably
Do it.
look with our special eyes first.
I forget if I don't have a thing.
My brain.
My brand. Oh, yep.
What difficulty did you say it was?
Challenging. That's 10. Negative 10.
10.
That's a fail for me.
Do I need a fate point to reattempt it?
A fortune point if you want to try again, yeah.
A fortune point?
You may have the best perception
Fuck
in the
it.
party.
Yeah.
Flip a point.
Wop. Wop. Wop.
Flip to fail.
Nope.
Oh, balls.
So you start looking around, maybe seeing if there's a
So explicitly it says
space behind the altar, and you don't find anything.
it specifically says behind the sun is something, or
Wait, what's going on?
The treasure we seek is behind the sun in the house of the saint.
No, what are you guys seeing? That's
There's a carved mural
there's
on the wall.
A relief in the stone wall, a landscape kind of portrait, and there is an image of the sun carved into it.
I go up there and knock on it.
This is a tall thing. Like the crucifix is maybe 20 feet tall, and the sun is over one of the arms of the
So what do I
lowercase
need to do
t's.
to climb up on it?
Why don't you, if you want to shimmy up the crucifix, to the Abby's concern, you'll need to make me a coordination test. We'll call it.
Ooh, nope, not me.
Well, that's why I want to maybe just explain to the priest here first why we're looking.
Think about that.
Maybe
I just know I can't do it.
Maybe he can give us something that we can use to climb up and look at it.
I've
I'm
had
gonna
one too
say I
many.
think there's probably something around the altar.
I have coordination, but I'm not gonna start climbing up here while we need to get it.
So
Tyler, what are
I
you
also
gonna do?
Want to check the altar?
I'm trying to see if you wrote down what these cards
Anyone else
say.
want to check like behind?
I can tell you what it says.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Behind
take
the altar.
I'm gonna take the bold route and just ask the abbot. Well, first I'm going to mention to the abbot that we received a hot tip. We have received a hot tip that there could be something behind the sun in the house of the saint, and that carving has a sun. You wouldn't happen to know anything special that might cast away darkness hidden behind that sun, would you?
We're geocachers.
My dad was really big into geocaching. Behind no, that's carved into the wall there. Like, and that's an exterior wall. Like, I don't.
Would you be offended if we wanted to take a close look at it?
I mean, I suppose not. But how would you get up there?
You don't have any ladders or anything around here you use to
The old extension ladder?
There may be a ladder in
Old
the.
extension line?
I assume
in
they
the-
maintain
The
this
old
place.
cherry
So.
picker.
He would
Scissor
he would call forth another young boy working there in the abbey and tell him to go get the ladder from the garden shed, and they would come back with a very rickety, partially like dry rotted ladder that they would lean up to the sun there.
Well, you guys don't do much care for your walls, do you?
You could tell this, like, they probably got those what do you call it, the Swiffers or whatever with
The really long
The
the
extendable
extender
arms.
duster. Yeah, that's
Wet jets?
probably no. They
All
don't.
right.
Sweet for sweet.
That's what they use on the
The old
floors.
Swiffer wet jet?
Yeah, that's
All right.
that's the floor.
Well, I got coordination, and I'm actually skilled in it.
And I'll hold the ladder.
So
for
if you guys want to catch me when it
So,
falls,
are you trained in coordination?
I'm
Does
trained in
anyone else
coordination.
I would
wanna
hold the ladder.
scrutinize?
Okay.
Yeah. Where
If you were
we
trained in
would
coordination, I
normally
was
be
going to let
able
you
to
do an
reach
assist with
this.
him.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's we're going to
Oh.
call this a standard
I guess
coordination
that's
test.
a good problem. My eyes are shit, so I may get up there and not find anything.
So, standard coordination test.
So do we want to maybe have Joe climb up
What is
and
it?
I'll do the coordination?
I'll climb up after other people look around.
all right.
I'll climb because my body type is frail, and I might not break the ladder.
How's your perception though?
Dog shit.
So
Well,
is mine.
since you're so light, I'll let you move up to routine.
Okay.
You've given me a reason to move it in
Okay.
your favor.
All right.
And I'm helping him with coordination, or
Are you holding the ladder?
yeah, I'll hold it.
You can
I'm
help.
proficient in coordination.
You can help Alex hold the ladder, and I'll let you give Jake an assist die on climbing the ladder.
Okay, that works.
Hooray. All right, come on.
99.
No, 87 on both.
Flip.
Yeah.
As
Am I
Jake
allowed
flips
to
a fortune
break
point.
my-
Am I allowed to help him a second time?
Sure.
Hooray.
Do better this time, Jake.
300.
I'm doing coordination. Oh, what? Yeah, hell yeah. 6.
Okay. You shimmy up this rickety ladder, and thanks to Emil and Anthony holding on to the ladder, you're able to safely make it up there. As you are now, your face is mere inches from this carved relief of the sun.
I'm going to lick my hand, put it on the sun, then try to jiggle it around.
Why don't you give me a scrutinize?
All right.
We're going to call this
Come on, Jake.
a standard.
99.
That's screwed. Yep. Success.
You lick your hand and you put it on the sun and you give it a little jiggle and you actually feel the sun kind of shift a little bit to the left.
I'll grab hold of the ladder, look down, and put my thumb up, and then I'll try to.
Okay, and you start and you move and you realize that the sun is actually a sphere
Oh, turns.
Ooh.
And then after maybe like just a little bit of a turn, you can see where the sun was painted, and you turn it, and you can see just the stone it was carved out of, no longer painted. And as you move it, it kind of scrapes off the paint on the far side. And you keep turning it, and eventually it opens up to a small cubby in the sun.
Neat.
And in the cubby, you see, I don't know, maybe a 4-foot long, kind of thin box with a little tiny padlock on it. That's just setting in there. Now this is the sun's kind of big, so like you're
Oh boy.
If you want to pull,
and it's like I said, the box is maybe like that by
About 4
like
feet. Yeah.
like
all right. Since we got 2 people holding the ladder, if you want to kind of lower it down, we'll get it from them.
See, I'm just worried that I might bust my ass.
We got you.
Don't worry,
high
you're
up is
frail.
Yes,
he's maybe
We can catch you.
he's maybe like 16 feet up.
Oh man, I'm gonna fall 16 feet through the hell in a cell. Like my
That's
throw.
That's a long ways.
How heavy is it if you try and move it?
Yeah, see if you can figure out how
Yeah.
heavy it is.
All right. Is there like a rope or something I can grab hold of to?
No.
Okay.
Just grab it.
Just grab it one hand.
Well-
Keep one hand on the ladder and grab it one handed.
Just imagine that you're cleaning your gutters.
Stand on the very top of it. And
I don't clean gutters. I train dogs. And I reach in and I grab at it. Try to
You can
move
grab
it
it,
up.
and it's not real heavy.
Oh, okay. Not
So, yeah.
that.
Told you.
You
I'll try
can
to grab hold of it and see if I can't.
you pull it
boombox it.
down, and actually you're able like you can boombox or you can tuck it under your arm and hold it kind of
Yeah.
tucked in close,
Yeah. I'll
and
do
then
that.
climb down the ladder.
That seems doable. Doable.
And you make it down the ladder safely
Hooray.
with this box.
All right, we have a cure for ancient darkness in this sucker. Let's see what we got.
Well, it's got a padlock on it, so.
I'm good at.
You left the sun open.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So the abbot is just like, what? What is this?
You guys find out. I'll go back up there and fix the sun real quick.
I won't make you roll it. One of you
I'm
three.
gonna do it
Are you going to open this thing?
because I'm good at locking picks.
All right, make me that skullduggery check.
Lock and pick.
I'm gonna pull out my lock picking kit.
No one's ever getting this pick.
My pick locking kit.
I'm gonna get my pick locking kit out. I'm gonna scrutinize this lock. Like how like old does it look? Like
Make me a
does it look
scrutinize
like
test. Scrutinize
hundreds
test.
of years.
It hurt me.
Oh god, this dice is rolling nothing but 70s.
It looks old as shit.
He ain't seen shit.
I'm gonna bash it with my elbow instead.
What?
That sounds like a bad idea. For
Make me
your
a simple
elbow.
melee.
I'm gonna use a different dice.
Your elbow?
Make me a.
Sorry, what's
If
the
he's
difficulty?
bashing his elbow against metal, does that make it more difficult? Would you say?
I was going to say yes. I was going to call it a hard check, but I'm going to catch your 10 will still pass a hard check.
51, and I'm trained in simple. Yes.
All right,
10
roll your
passes.
damage.
He's giving it the people's elbow.
I am giving it the people's elbow.
So he pulls off his elbow pad and throws
One.
it into the crowd.
Okay. You put your weight into this thing and you hit this lock with your elbow. You don't actually unlock the lock, but you do break the clasping holding the lock into the wood. You just break that free and the whole locking part comes off.
That's what I was going for.
What if we
Well-
wanted to relock this?
Sorry.
Well, apparently
We're past
not.
that. We're past that.
now.
That's what tape
I don't
is
think
for.
it was doing much anyways if his elbow broke it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
So what's going on?
I'll
You-
climb down the ladder again and come see what the big deal is.
Thank you.
You open this long box and you see a bone.
Oh, I was thinking it was a sword. I'm
Oh.
sad now.
A very long
Oh, a
bone.
Does it seem unnaturally long for a human?
For a human, are you trained in
Sure ain't.
if you're trained in heal,
No to whatever you're
What
gonna
about
say.
handle animal? Would that do
I'll
it?
still make a check.
I'll
on
allow it.
Heal a slip to fail, I think.
I know.
It sure is.
Your handled animal will only tell you specifically if it's animal.
Based.
Oh, nice.
I
Hello,
was successful
darkness.
in handle animal.
Let's let Joe roll his shit.
Animal based.
32. That's a pass.
Yeah, my nice.
So, Joe, you're definitely. This is not a human bone. It looks like a femur,
Like a leg.
but it is definitely not human. While you look at it, and you're like, that looks like a horse's femur.
Oh shit, horses.
It's because we're using it to
Our
summon the
arch
horse.
nemesis.
Yeah. Are we summoning a horse or something like that?
Yeah, we're summoning a horse back from the dead or something.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess that checks out.
So we've got the horse bone.
It's a horse from the sun.
Return the horse from the cursed fate.
I didn't
So-
know horses came from the sun.
We got the horse bone now, and we've got the sacrificial dagger. What do we got? Like 3 more things we need to
2
find?
more.
Now you know.
Oh, that's right. The 5th thing was just a location.
The charlatan and the hooded one. My notes are undiscernible.
I'm the charlatan.
The hooded
God, you
one.
have to murder
Hey,
me.
Let me just refresh your memory.
Yeah.
The first card was the hooded one. First card, not car. Hooded one. It tells of a ritual, words of power to be recited. I see a faceless and long forgotten god. He has the words for you. He keeps them within his mind made of stone at the end of a long winding road, deep within the mountains. As the crow flies, it is south of the walled city you already know.
And we assume that's Valiki.
Because at the time, Valiki was the only walled city you knew.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? The
Charlatan.
Charlatan.
tells of a sacrifice, blood to pay the price. I see a lonely mill on a precipice. You, as it pointed to Felix, are already familiar with this component of the ritual.
Pastries.
Mm-hmm.
The pastries are part of the
Or
ritual.
somehow part of... Wait, what? The pastries are involved with the blood sac... Oh, God. These pastries are like summoning demons or
Blood to
something,
pay
aren't
the
they?
price.
It's just probably the hag. We need to go get our blood.
Yeah.
Imagine what's in those bags.
Evil.
Well, I thought we looked and it was just flour.
No, we didn't look in a
Not the
person's.
handbags.
Not the
The
handbag.
handbags.
Those handbags
Oh.
are purely evil, and they hold nothing but pure evil.
Hands.
Oh my god. Just jars of hand.
It's literal.
Bags.
Oh no.
The abbot comes and is like, oh my gosh, what is... Oh, this must be the bone of a saint. And he looks at it. What a saint. How tall he must have been.
No, I don't think so.
Saint Horse.
Horsifice.
A horse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should lay down your animal knowledge upon him, Jake.
Yes, this is the.
Femur.
He wouldn't know what a femur is.
You may not know what a femur
No.
is either.
No.
This
The
is a
leg
horse
bone.
leg
Yeah,
bone.
it's a leg bone. This is the leg bone of a horse. It connects to a hip bone of a horse.
Why was it in the sun?
Well, you see, part of that whole casting out ancient darkness and whatnot, it involves a horse.
Oh,
So we're told.
Yes.
so this is part of some...
It is a once great man rode this horse, and we're hoping that that man can be returned to greatness through this horse.
You know, the old king who was banished, who in these lands were banished with, the legends tell of him riding a legendary horse who could run faster than the wind.
Well, if his legs were 4 feet long, maybe.
Yeah, this guy could probably jog faster than the wind.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him if he'd be offended if we take it with us.
Well, if you were on a holy mission for restoring this land to its glory, who am I to stand in the way of divine work?
That's right.
Somebody who's not gonna get punched.
I do enjoy not getting punched.
Exactly.
Resurrecting
to
a
forgive
dead
him. He
horse
likes
doesn't
punching
really feel like
evildoers.
divine work to me.
What's that?
It's
Said resurrecting a dead horse doesn't really feel like divine work to me.
The
but
Lord
okay.
works in mysterious ways, especially in these forsaken lands.
The Lord raised the dead.
He did. The Lord raised his son.
It's happened once.
and also that one guy who had leprosy.
He wasn't
Yeah.
dead, though.
Yeah, he was.
He was dead.
Zachariah.
I don't know. I don't know anything about any of
God's
this.
a necromancer.
He is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if it's all right with you, we'll take this with us, and hopefully we'll bring goodness to this land once more.
Yeah.
Okay.
America.
So he
Lazarus. You think
yeah.
he's
Lazarus. Yeah.
look at that. You people knowing things. Jesus was a lich. I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Jesus was a lich.
I mean, yeah, he did resurrect in his cave next to his thing.
It's phylactery.
Yeah.
That's the word.
That's the veil.
Mhm.
I would have picked not burlap for my
Yeah,
phylactery.
honestly,
but
yeah, that's kind of.
Beggars can't be
It's-
choosers.
That's one of his phylacteries.
he's got 7 like fucking Voldemort.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who was that asshole who stabbed him?
Longinus.
What?
One of the Roman
Longinus,
soldiers.
yeah.
Some random ass Roman
Longinus.
soldier.
It doesn't sound right.
When he was on the cross?
Cain? No.
What?
Bobby.
Cain's like
No.
Adam and Eve.
The guy who betrayed him.
Judas?
That's Judas.
Yeah,
didn't
Judas
stab
is
him.
his
He didn't
Harry
stab
Potter.
him. He backstabbed
Oh, God,
him,
he accidentally turned Judas
metaphorically.
into a-
Yeah.
Yeah, Judas was a Jesus
Man,
Horcrux.
fucking Tools on it.
Man, he
Pontius Pilate. I remember that name now.
Pontius Pilate's the Roman
General or
general
whatever.
that he got
King.
sold out to.
Yeah.
You guys know so much about
I
this
was
fucking
raised
shit.
Catholic.
I was.
man.
You were.
too.
You watched Bible Man.
I did.
Oh, God, Bible Man is great.
Unironically at the time.
We didn't have Bible Man at our church. We had Veggie Tales.
Yeah, the Lance of
Veggie
Life.
I had
Tales,
both.
Veggie Tales.
It also killed the Avas.
That sounds fake, Dave.
No, that's true.
The Lance of Longinus?
Longinus.
Yeah, that's
Longinus?
he was the soldier who checked whether Jesus was dead and he
That's-
stabbed him with a spear.
Yeah.
And then blood got in his eyes and he was
I think it's a holy item now, isn't it?
I think so.
supposedly.
Yeah.
Because it
Hitler
stabbed
wanted it.
Jesus.
Yeah. It also stabbed the Avas.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
That's also a fact.
Who?
Oh my
Which meant that
gosh.
Hitler wanted to save us from the Avas.
That's what it was.
And of course he wanted to, no, the Avas were the good guys.
Or
He wanted
were
to
they?
stab Eva Braun.
Oh no.
That's
All
what
right.
it was all about.
All right.
Exactly.
Enough of this shit. Let's
Back on track.
get back with our game. Christ.
So we're taking this and crashing. Where can we crash?
He would say, like, well, we have some rooms here in the Abbey, or you could probably talk to some of the families in town and see if one of them would be willing to put you up for the night. If not, our inside the walls are safe and the nights are not horribly cold. You could set up camp under the stars if you wanted.
I'll be honest, my skin's kind of burning being in this church for too long.
That's probably not something you should say to a priest.
I kind of want to take a risk on the house in town.
Yeah, I'm with you
I
there.
don't want to stay here.
We could travel at night. That's safe, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can travel to somebody's house. in this
Please
town.
do.
I want to travel home at night.
I feel like that's a lie.
Let's go through the woods while you're at it.
Yes, that's the safest way.
I think we need to go in there and kill
No.
some stuff just to save this town from its own evil.
They'll never expect us to travel through
That's
the woods
right.
at night.
I'm really tired.
Nice to meet you. Really tired. I'm Chuck.
Yeah.
God damn
Dad
it.
jokes.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
More like
Let's go find somewhere to
bad
stay.
jokes.
Okay, you win this one.
Let's go have some shepherd's pie. That would be awesome.
Dude, I love
You
pie.
talking about someone's?
No. I'm talking
What?
about mutton with mashed potatoes in an oven.
It's a real thing instead of whatever you were
You
thinking.
confuse the shepherd pie slang for eating ass?
It's a feast fit for Amy.
Oh God.
So you all head
Amy
out.
loves shepherd's
So what's your
pie.
plan? That's the question. What is your plan?
Let's ask him if he knows anybody who'd be willing to put us up first. So then we can go burn that relationship immediately and then move on to some random house.
The Bellevue family. The Bellevue family.
Let's go.
And he would give you the directions of where they're at. Like they've got some space.
We'll be back for our priest in the morning.
Yeah, we'll wait out his cooldown and
Yeah.
Okay. So
He needs to update.
Do you have church
Yeah.
services in the morning?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank God I won't be there.
Well, in that case, hide this big leg, please.
I'll hide it.
I think we need
Just
it.
take it with us.
I got a prison pocket.
I don't,
Oh
I
god.
don't think it's
Yes.
deep enough.
Achievement unlocked.
Oh God.
We should probably just take it with us.
Dave, the
Well, I mean, if
shepherd
it's
is fine.
secret,
I
people
don't know.
shouldn't be looking at us carrying a giant leg bone around.
The
Well, it's
town
in a
I work
box.
in had a really
Yeah,
great.
let's just put it in the
Yeah, we're
uh,
just carrying a giant box around.
They called it a Celtic pub. It was delicious. I had
We'll
their
just-
shepherd's pie, which was
We'll just tell them it's a
lamb
katana.
and carrots and peas with
People
mashed
carry those
potatoes
giant
over
boxes,
it.
right?
It was really good.
Yeah.
Just tell them it's a fancy sword.
I like the. I could never. It was the pasty, not the pasties. That's what goes on
Pasta?
nipples.
I always thought it was
insane
pronounced
clown
the same way.
pasties.
Huh?
I don't know.
What?
What?
Talking about food from Dave's neck of the woods.
I don't know that you are or not.
I don't know. It's like a pastry with like meat and potatoes and like corn and peas and shit.
Oh, Hot Pockets.
I was gonna make
I
that
love
joke.
Hot Pockets.
That-
Oh, Dave was making a dirty joke, and here I was getting excited about food.
Oh.
He was talking about.
he was talking about Hot Pockets.
Oh no.
I still love the ham and cheese.
You
Warm
may
pockets.
just be talking about a burrito.
Cornish pasty.
Oh, there it is.
That sounds right. We're off topic again.
Well, that's what we're good at.
You guys you get instructions, you head to this family's house, knock on the door. They're like, whoa, what the fuck, strangers? And you would probably give some explanation. Hey, we were told we can crash here by the abbot. We're leaving in the morning with a new priest.
Yeah.
Here's a soul. Shut up. Let us sleep in your bed.
They would, they're like, oh, our oldest sons are
Perverts.
not perverts. They've moved out on their
Don't
own.
love you.
You look like you're about their size. See if this fits you.
It's just a skin suit.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I was thinking corduroy pants, but that's more terrifying.
Can you do me a favor? Can you
Corduroy.
clean my oven?
Oh no!
Yeah. Corduroy pants and
Eat
a
all
Edgar
this
suit.
candy and get in that oven and clean it.
So they
Mind if I call you
explain that
Jeffrey?
their oldest boys,
All of you.
Jeffy.
Shut up, Hansel.
their oldest boys have moved out, and they've got some extra rooms, and they'll gladly put you up for the night if the abbot has requested it, which they do.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, good.
Through the night, we're going to cover a couple things that happen through the night here.
Do we need to check our prison pockets through the night?
Stop. If you all
check
want to
for
have
us.
conversation with these people, you are more than welcome to.
Okay.
Information can be useful. A couple of the things that you are going to hear as the night progresses, we'll say that these people feed you your meals and everything.
Good.
Delicious home-cooked meals, mostly lamb-based with, root vegetables. During the night, you can hear the beasts outside the wall. I don't want to say howling, because some of it was howling, some of it was roaring, some of it was just bestial screams and yells. God damn it, Dan. It's the Swedish chef.
No.
And Patrick, apparently.
I saw a video of someone took the Muppets to Closer from Nin, and it fit fucking amazingly. Anyway, over the night, you hear the beast yelling, crying, screaming out in the darkness somewhere. Uncounted voices. You're not able to pick out how many there are. Each one does sound unique, though. And the other thing you hear is coughing. Coughing of a young boy somewhere in the house. Young boy, say young child.
That we
Obviously unwell. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You're good at the healing arts. You should ask about that.
So,
Yeah,
that's
Let's go
Oh,
snoop around.
Joe.
Well, I don't know that we need to.
when we get in there, because it's not super late.
It's not. No.
Okay. I wanted to spend 4 hours right when we get there making 2 pots of laudanum.
Roll the check.
Making drugs again.
This guy
That Joe.
is RV of drugs.
Fucking call you Raekwon over there. Goddamn chef of the group.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Raekwon of the show.
Yeah. Wu-Tang. It's for the
I
children.
started
Do you have
watching that.
to meet its
I don't really like. I like Wu-Tang, but I don't feel comfortable.
If you roll at your number, does it pass?
At or below, yes.
Okay, pass.
I started watching the
rolled
Hulu
exactly.
thing.
The Hulu show is fucking really good.
I
enjoy
watched
it.
the first episode, but I haven't gotten to
I've watched the entire season. They better have fucking more of it because it's great. You pass. You make your. What did you do? Like super pass or just regular pass?
It's always super pass
Oh, okay.
because I'm an alchemist.
Okay, so that's where you
You're
get
an
your 2
alcoholic?
laudanum.
Yes.
Yes, that too.
Okay, you've got your 2 laudanum. Over the night, you can really hear this coughing start up. Who all is going to go check on the kid coughing?
Me.
I think we're all curious to know about coughing children and also about whatever they can tell us about the town. Just whatever their ramblings are.
You find them in the house of the night. It's the father and the mother tending to a boy, maybe 8, pale, definitely a very wet and unhealthy sounding cough. And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry if his coughing has kept you up. He's quite ill."
Do you know what with?
They would explain. Let's go with fucking, I don't know, whooping cough or some shit. I don't know.
He is down with the sickness.
He's down with the sickness.
Yeah.
He's got the cough.
Ooh,
That stinks.
The cough.
And whatever you would explain, you would know that it can definitely be lethal, but with the medicine available in this current age, it can be treated.
Do we have that medicine, or is
That's
it
what
a
I'm
different
checking.
medicine than what we have?
That's what I'm checking.
We'll say off the bat, you guys probably don't have the
I
medicine.
might.
Does the stiletto heal him?
It'll stop the cough. Yeah.
Stop the cough.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna attract monsters.
No.
Oh, no.
I need to hit up
Don't kill Tiny
Seth from the Monday Nights lives in Alaska. And there's some rapper that he has been harassing on Twitter for months to try and convince them if they'll come to Alaska and play D&D with his group. But I just saw a thing
after
that
combat,
Kill a
I think.
Priest from Wu-Tang is going to be in Alaska. So I need to be like, hey, you need to start harassing Kill a Priest and see
Come
if
play D&D.
you can get some Wu-Tang on your podcast.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Any members of Wu-Tang watching us right now, if you ever want to play, just hit me up.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all watching.
Sure, they're all.
Yeah, Ghostface Killer's on the phone right now. Like,
I think
oh boy, I can't
Old
wait.
Dirty Bastard watching too.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's watching from heaven or
Okay.
hell or wherever.
You can maybe.
And he's with Epstein right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Oh God, was Epstein a Catholic too?
No.
Sorry, was that too far?
Man, we've gone too far since we started the first time with Epstein jokes, and we just keep on
Oh no.
God damn it!
going. We haven't gone as far as
There's
the
gonna be
episode,
some
the other
fucking
side.
future like fucking Pizzagate shit, and they're gonna be like, I heard it about it on that Defenders of Kobold podcast.
Everything right.
Somebody's gonna show up to our door with a gun.
Oh no.
I hope
Kobold Gate.
not. It's probably the police.
Yeah.
Oh no, he showed up to the
FBI
pizza. He
shows
showed up
up
to the
to
pizza
our
place with
It's
a gun.
Jeff Bezos. You need to stop talking about that on Amazon products.
Oh no.
Dan's gonna be like, why isn't my doorbell camera working?
My doorbell. Oh no.
Stream just shuts off. We're like, wait a second.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm in danger.
Dave, you're right. Absolutely. Joe, did you find your information?
I'm looking for it.
What are you looking for?
I'm working for what the few things that I have on me are used for treating stuff like that.
What do you got on you?
I have tincture and laudanum and wolfsbane and
Well,
smelling salts
poison.
Mm-hmm.
and royal water.
Wolfsbane is kill shit.
Mhm.
Volksbane is poison.
Folksbane is poison, so it'll
Vicks
stop the
rub.
cough.
Well, yeah. Make him a nice tea real quick.
Get some Robitussin in there.
Mm.
NyQuil.
A tincture or ointment is purely. Oh,
Like I see the bits where they're in here. I just don't know what they're
it
used
ignores injury.
for. I know one of them's like a temporary. I know mechanically it's like temporary.
I think it just ignores an injury.
Is that I don't know. I don't know how that works though. With
Or is there something I feel like we should just ask him, is there something we can do to help?
I'll
the child?
definitely say, like, one of my faults in this book is sometimes it can be really hard to find, like,
the right thing.
here's the medicines and here's specifically what they
yeah,
do.
I have a hard time with that.
Here's
Yeah.
to get better juice.
Medicine.
You could use your tincture. After injecting an ampoule of tincture, you may ignore an injury's effects for 24 hours.
Oh, that just
So it would
sounds
help him
good.
for a day, but that doesn't really.
And that was found in 270. So you could use your tincture on this kid to give some relief, but it wouldn't be the cure to whatever's plaguing this child. And talking to the parents, they'd be like, the barber surgeon in Wallachia, we've heard they've had the medicine for this, but we can't leave to go get it.
Oh, do you know what it is? Because I can.
Let me see if it's in the medicine section of the game.
Joe, this isn't a specific mechanical thing. It's just medicine.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what, if you want to
My
try,
character can ask, like, do you know what it is?
they would tell whatever your character, whatever it is. And I'll tell you what, it's not something you're familiar with, but you feel like maybe you could give it a try. Roll me a d10.
1.
I'll tell you, it would take you 1 hour of kind of going around trying to gather all the ingredients from around town and nature and the herbs and stuff. And then another hour to try and make it. But seeing as you're not firsthand familiar, I would say this would be a hard check.
Okay. Can I take an extended test on it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to take you at least an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would mean hards plus 2?
Hards plus, or 20, yeah.
Plus 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave.
I'm going to help him with positive thoughts.
Dave, that's how I kind of did it. I've got the PDF up and I did a search. Zweihander does really good on it, but the one thing I found is the specific medicines. What I found is if you go to this isn't a touchscreen computer for me.
26.
So you'll prop up 2 of these medicines. Dave, the specific, you have to go to the effect and then it'll tell you the item you can use to fix it. It would be nice if they had a section that, like, this is these items for healing and this is what they do.
It's like a breakdown or a
I
cheat
swear I've
sheet or
seen
whatever.
something like
on
that
200,
somewhere.
page 235, there's the apothecary's cabinet.
235.
It has a whole bunch of items and what they do, but none of them specifically, like, I don't know.
It's broken
It
up
doesn't
in
get
different
enough,
places.
Wolf's Bane is treatment of tomb rot. Tincture is ignoring injury.
Okay, well maybe that's what it
rot
is.
guts, bloody flux, and bottle
Okay.
bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some like real
It
quick
breaks
Okay.
out like what they do. Yeah, you can see a list.
Okay, I guess maybe that's it. It would be nice if they had a little more,
It'd be nice.
if they had that with a little more information. But once again,
It'd be nice if that table was next to the breakouts of what
Maybe
those things
Main
are.
Gouge has something like that.
I don't know. I don't have my
looked at that yet.
copy of Main Gouge is right in front of you.
Huh.
I left my copy at home because I have the PDF on my computer.
Yeah, I'm looking at the PDF right now too.
Anyway, yeah, 2 hours of work, you're able to pop off 2 of these medicines for these people.
Okay.
Are you going to charge them for it?
They're letting us stay here, so
I would say if they waive the cost or whatever of us,
They weren't going to charge you anyway.
Charges.
back. I would want to know how much it would normally cost.
Go ahead and charge the price of whatever a tincture is. 1 gold.
1 gold. That's steep.
I don't know. It's not like we're really hurting for money.
No,
that
we're
bad at the
not
moment.
hurting for money.
No.
Here's your chance to be a good debtor. Considering
Yeah.
that we don't have anything invested in it anyways, other than time.
Yeah. But as a principal, I gotta not work for free.
Charge them like 3 copper. They could probably afford that.
Yeah, I'll just be like, 1 silver.
We
For
don't
just-
have money.
Well, fuck.
Just give it to him.
They're like, how about this? The dad explains, like, all right, I'm gonna level with you. I was gonna ask you guys if you could get that medicine for me. I was gonna send you there with some bolts of wool so you could trade. How about I give you some of those bolts of wool,
Sure.
and then you can just have those, and we'll call it a trade.
Fine by me.
And they're like, we don't actually use money here.
Oh. Yeah, money is typically good for when you need to buy things.
Yeah,
If they just exist within their own walls, they probably just barter.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sheep jerky sounds good.
What'd you say?
sheep jerky probably be all right.
Yeah.
2 volts Twitch said ask for some sheep jerky too.
So,
I had deer jerky the other day. Wasn't bad.
it's pretty good.
I did too.
Yeah. Jimmy's grandpa used to have beef jerky or deer jerky all the time. It's good. 'Cause it's all homemade.
So a
Yeah,
bolt
homemade
of
jerky's
wool
really
typically goes for 2 silver. They'll give you 2 bolts of wool.
Okay. Like, cool. I'm totally fine with this.
Okay.
Some bartering.
Yeah. So you treat the boy, and his cough kind of starts resolving overnight. The next morning, they serve you with a big home cooked meal, fresh eggs, probably some sort of like fried potato or something like that. Some
I didn't know sheep laid eggs.
ham based.
You don't even know
Well, you
anything about
definitely
sheep.
you saw a lot of sheep around here, but you saw gardens, you saw
Oh, okay.
chicken coops,
Egg trees.
Egg tree.
You probably saw some pens with like goats in it here and there.
Some sheep with potatoes growing off them.
Yeah. You let their wool grow long enough, and you can start planting potatoes in it.
I
Absolutely.
think that's actually true.
I have no idea.
I feel like it would be.
I mean, possibly. So, with that, we'll pick up after this break the next morning. So until
We are at time.
we are at time. So those of you watching on YouTube, let's go back. Those of watching on Twitch, give us a few minutes. We're going to go on break. We'll be right back. Those of you watching on YouTube, give us a couple of days. We'll have another episode. Those of you listening via podcast, same thing as YouTube. Give us a couple of days. I'll have you another episode. So until we see you again, start fires, do drugs, and tip your fucking bartenders. Deuces.